Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Senjiropai and I'm back with another video for you today. And today's gonna be my top 5 favorite anime. Yeah, top 5 favorite anime. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and all of that, share. I'll wait 5 seconds, just so you can do it and you don't miss anything. Anyway, yeah. Just a little update really quick. This is my third video, as you know, of the week, and I'm only uploading 3 times a week, so yeah, but like I'm gonna upload, like my schedule's probably gonna be upload on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, around that. And if I can't upload on those days, I'll push it forward one day or try to pre-record. Yeah, so I can do that. Anyway, yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get into it. My first favorite anime, well, my least top 5, I'm gonna start from lowest to highest. So, to 5th place we have Death Parade. Death Parade, 12 episodes of just beauty. I watched it all in one day, and it was actually really beautiful. The graphics are just, the animation style, the fight, like it's not even about fighting, but the fight scenes are mad, and the way it just makes you use your brain, because it's a psychological thriller, yeah, and it's just really beautiful. These guys, they touch your heart deeply when you watch this anime, and I think that's something that most anime actually can't do. They don't really touch your heart as much as Death Parade touched mine, and I'm really known as someone who's not that sensitive, so the fact that I actually almost cried watching the anime, I think you should watch it. So yeah, and yeah, they have some nice character development, they have some interesting stories, stuff like that. Like every new episode is a new story, so it's like an episodic, but it's also like every episode leads up to a new episode. So it's, even though not every episode is about the last episode, and even though they're all unique, they're all connected, and the final episode will leave you like just stuck on what anime to watch, because I waited 3 days without watching anime, or basically doing anything before I actually watched anime after Death Parade, because that anime, like, I was like, yo, that anime is mad, it could even be one of my top 5, and here it is in my top 5. So yeah, second off we have Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm talking about the original Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, even though Brotherhood was pretty mad, but I prefer the original. Now the original Full Metal Alchemist, I watched that when I was quite young, like 7, and yeah, so I watched it when I was 7, and it actually touched me deeply. So Full Metal Alchemist was like, it was just different. The way they did all their visuals and stuff, different. Their plot storytelling, different. Everything different. Like the way they did everything, it was just amazing. Human transmutation and all of that, it was really something that I hadn't seen before. It was a new experience for me when I first watched that anime, and I think you should watch that anime if you haven't, because it's a new experience for most people. And that's probably why it's also known as one of the best anime, and has stayed in top 1 for best selling for like 5 years, because that anime truly is something different. Like the way they had those fight scenes and everything, it was just beautiful, and I don't really know that much anime that could just do that form of animation style and all that deep storytelling, and fill all those plot holes that, even though there weren't many plot holes, they filled them up clean. Like they knew how to fix everything. The story was solid, and they made 2 movies, those were pretty good. I don't know how much they were really important to the story, but it was amazing. You should watch it. 56 episodes, no other seasons, just 56 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. It doesn't take really that long to watch it if you just take time out for your day. Like it'll probably take you 3 days to watch it. So yeah, In third place, we have Fire Force. Now, Fire Force is a new generation anime, and it's actually something that I was waiting for quite a while when I saw the manga. So, the first time I saw this anime, I was on Instagram, and I saw this manga, and I was like, yo, this looks mad. It was like this guy who could shoot fire out of his legs, and I was like, yo, I need to watch this. So I searched it up, and sadly I couldn't find the anime. But then I found something similar called Pro Main, which was coming out soon, and I was like, okay, but I want to watch Fire Force. So, like 2 months later, I see a trailer for this anime called Fire Force, and to my surprise, it was the Fire Force that I was waiting for. This anime that suddenly came out of nowhere, took the world by surprise, because the amount of views that trailer got, like, that was a hyped up anime, and it delivered. Most people, it's actually quite underrated, but it's a beautiful anime. Fire Force, I think it's actually high tier, top tier anime, especially for a next generation or new generation anime. It actually delivered. I watched Fire Force with Dr. Stone in like unison because they felt similar and they came out at similar times. But let's talk about Fire Force. Fire Force, fighting scenes, mad. Storytelling, mad. There's season 2 out right now. I'm watching that. It's beautiful. Like, they introduced new characters and they did it perfectly. They developed the characters beautifully. They introduced them beautifully. They told their backstory as in a way that would progress the story smoothly without having to be like, oh, this is my backstory. You know how all these animes be having flashbacks? Now, this anime didn't have that much flashbacks. It was more of his goals are his flashbacks. Like, his goals show his past and his future, and I think that's quite a beautiful thing that, as I said again, most anime can't do. Alright, so second place is Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, Yu Yu Hakusho, I watched that quite a while ago. Now, at first, it wasn't like something that I was really in love with, but then I gave it a second because I dropped the anime halfway, but then I rewatched it fully, and oh my god, that anime was beautiful. So Yu Yu Hakusho, basically, if you don't know, Yusuke, he's like this human and he's like a thug, and he dies and he becomes a ghost, and he has to retrieve his body, which he does quite quickly, and he becomes something called a spirit detective, which makes him have to hunt down spirits. And basically he just fights a bunch of demons. All of that is your basic shonen, but that's what I liked about it. It's that classic basic shonen that made it just so nice. Because I remember when I was a little kid, I used to be like, I started watching anime when I was around 2 years old, and I watched stuff like Shaman King and that, but I don't actually, Shaman King came out recently compared to Yu Yu Hakusho, but stuff like Shaman King, Dragon Ball Z Kai was boss back then. All of this stuff, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu Yu Hakusho, since I watched it recently, it just gave me the nostalgia of the old anime, and it was an old anime, so yeah. And Bleach, stuff like that, it just reminded me of Bleach, Naruto, all of that, so I think you should give it a chance if you haven't already. First place, Bungo Stray Dogs. I don't even remember how I came across this anime. I think it was what I watched after Death Parade, and it lived up to its title. Back then it was really underrated, and no one really, it was like this underground anime that no one knows about, and it still is kind of underground. People don't really give it as much love as it deserves, and I'ma just build on that right now. Yu Yu Hakusho. Not Yu Yu Hakusho, Bungo Stray Dogs. This anime, this kid, he is getting chased out of an orphanage because apparently they don't have enough space for him to be there, and he's trying to find his way in life. So he finds this guy in a river who's he's drowning, and he saves that guy because, he hasn't eaten in 3 days, and the main character needs to eat. So it's like, oh yeah, I could probably make some money off this guy. So he gets him out of the river, and this guy ends up being someone who wanted to just not live anymore. I'm not gonna say the word because pretty sure you can get demonetized or some stuff. I don't have monetization, but pretty sure your video, it can have some form of bad stuff. Anyway, this guy, his name's Dazai, and he ends up feeding this guy like 20 bowls of tea on rice. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so this guy, he's fed by this Dazai guy and some other guy who is like Dazai's more of like his safeguarding, because like Dazai is kind of dodgy. Anyway, so Dazai tells him about this group called the Secret Special Organization or something like that, and it's apparently an army, which is actually like, he's heard of it, but it's actually more of a rumor that the main character, I forgot his name, not gonna lie, heard about. And he finds out that Dazai and that other guy are in that group, and he tells him about the mission of the were tiger, and how he has to find a were tiger. And the main character is like, oh yeah, that guy's been chasing me around. And then Dazai has his suspicions and takes the main character with him to find the were tiger. And during that operation, he ends up turning into the were tiger, the main character does. And he finds out, then he tries to attack Dazai, but Dazai uses this attack which cancels out his transformation. And it's just, after that, it's just like a long series, like 3 seasons, really good intro songs, really good endings, and they're all really calm. It just gives you this calm vibe, like, oh, such a beautiful episode. It's not like the kind that's like, oh, I really need to watch this new episode, because even though you want to watch the next episode, it just calms you down, and it's like, no, don't worry, man, you're gonna see the episode soon. That's the kind of anime it's like, and you're like, okay, yeah, sure, I can wait. It's a good anime, and I feel like waiting. It's worth waiting. So that's the kind of anime. Anyway, it's been your boy Senjiropai, and that was my tier list. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. I'll wait. And don't forget, only like 16.5 people are actually subscribed. I don't know how you can have 0.5 of a person to subscribe to you, but that's about how much of you are actually subscribed when you watch my videos. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and don't forget, I'm only going to be uploading about 3 times a week, sometimes 4, and yeah, peace. Bitch, I'm not gonna feel like I walk on water.